tonight we start week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And some space here. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 40 yards.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
To throw is Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff, Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
And that is a great answer here off
offensively in this first quarter. You start the game flat, your defense gives up a quick touchdown, but you turn right around and take it down the field yourself quickly and finish with a touchdown run. This could be a game of offense. We've seen 2 sharp drives in the first few minutes.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there, enough time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw. Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant.
That was a gain of 6. 3rd and 8 now. Trump's Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
The penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. And here we go on 4th down. Fields
into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields going to change things up here. They run it on first with Foreman.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. On the option right is Fields.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Herbert.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the 1st down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Moore, the man in motion.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
The offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Throw left side complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half. And he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Howell going to audible to something else. On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Second and 6 from the 10. Second down, Howell back to pass.
This is caught.
And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A final shot before the break. Fields finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down. Howell now.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on third down here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Shoves him away. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. From the 22 now, here's second down and 8. Howell down to throw it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Howell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Fields now to throw.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing in cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and a couple.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. First down, Bears.
Slot man moves right. Again, it's Homer. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And pass complete to Moore.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Now they go play action with Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, 55 yards.
And the Commanders are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 35, Bears 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And quickly, they get to the line.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Fields going to move him around.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down limit.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
At the Bears' 40-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD, but of course that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think